And that's how you beat Zalmarath the Colossus. Hey Exiles, Nerdbird back here, and today we're talking about the Zalmarath the Colossus fight. This is the way to get the horns so that you can do the second type of ascension. There are 7 things that you need to look at before we get started. That is what I've properly named the arm swipe, which is when he puts his arm on it and he swipes across the platform trying to knock you off. You got to be careful to roll out of this, because if he does hook you in, he's going to slam his knife down and pretty much one-shot you. Then he has a phase where he does laser eyes. This is where it's a platform, but there's ways to get around it. Then there is what I call the fire barf, where he's like barfing out little flames of fire that's coming out, and you have to kind of try to avoid them. Next is the forearm slam, where he slams his forearm on the ground and kind of makes a area AoE that shoots forward. You want to make sure to avoid that. There is the ceiling rain. This is where he looks up into the air with his gigantic laser beam eye, and I suppose he's knocking stalactites off of the top of the roof and they're falling down. So you have to kind of watch your feet during this phase so that you don't get hit by anything. There is the knife flick. This one is the most deadly. He throws his knife, slams his knife into the platform and kind of flicks forward. You want to make sure you're not where he slams that knife and being in front of it either, because those both hurt. He then has a fire veins. This is where he pushes his hands onto the platform and like a meandering path of fire goes. You want to make sure you're not standing on top of that. Then there is the one where he shoves his knife into the platform and he shoots fire, like massive loads of fire. During this phase, you're going to want to make sure that you are standing behind the knife so that the fire and flames don't kill you. And finally is the last phase of the fight, which is at the very end, where a whole bunch of ads just start spawning and you're kind of left in charge of killing the ads and or killing him before you die from the ads and him, which he's still doing all of the above mentioned mechanics while you're trying to kill these ads. I have the boss fight here at the end, but if you look at the mechanics that I've just talked to you about earlier, you should be able to recognize all of the warning signs to get you to that end game to where you are now fighting the ads and all of the mechanics at the same time. Please, everybody, remember to like and subscribe. I'll have more videos come out soon that's going to show even more boss fights, more mechanics, and more strategies in getting through these things. Remember to stay awesome. Until that time, everybody, I hope you enjoy the video at the end, and bird out.